Well, if you need some tips for getting a good night's sleep, I think tonight I'll finally get a good night's sleep, Deb, since I had that root canal this morning.
Yes, that
so
wasn't
it'll be
pleasant.
much better. Gosh, this was a rough week. But we got Sean Talbot. He's a nutritionist, also a PhD. Sean, so you were saying some nutritional tips for getting some good sleep.
Right, exactly. And there's lots of ways that we eat now that sort of stress us out on a physiological level, that set off a stress response in our bodies. So, things you might think of, drinking soda, eating fast food, eating refined carbohydrates, and too much caffeine. Those are all sort of obvious things that can set our body the wrong way, that sets off this stress response and can actually make us feel anxious and tense and not let us relax enough to go to sleep. But the reason that tea is great for relaxation in general is because it has this amino acid called theanine, naturally occurring amino acid that relaxes the brain. And a lot of times you can take the theanine as a dietary supplement. You can take it in a capsule that doesn't have caffeine, so you get those relaxation benefits. And it helps with mental focus. It helps with general stress. It helps with relaxation. It's a great way to go if you don't want that caffeine from the tea. And
right.
The version of theanine that I recommend is called Suntheanine, S-U-N-theanine, because that's where all the research has been done for relaxation, for stress, even for mental focus. When you're going into a test or some sort of a situation where you might be stressed out and you can't focus, theanine can help relax you and get you into that zone, so to speak.
Interesting. Now, what about people that are going on, Deb, what's that stuff that you take for sleep, melatonin, those types of things?
Right. Yeah, melatonin is not a bad way to go necessarily, but it's not something you want to be taking every single night as a way to put yourself to sleep. Melatonin is probably best used for people who are either doing shift work or you're jet lagged from a long flight and you just want to take melatonin for a couple days to sort of reset your system and get you back into the circadian rhythm, the daily rhythm that you're supposed to be in. So melatonin is great for that, but for sort of general everyday de-stressing and relaxation, so that you can, something like Suntheanine, for example, isn't going to put you to sleep, but it's going to relax you enough so that if you want to sleep, you can sleep. And that's what I think is the benefit of it, is that you could use something like that during the day as an anti-stressor, so you're not so stressed out when you finally get ready for bedtime, or you can use it in the evening to help you relax and have a good, few hours of low-stress evening before you decide to go to bed.
Can we throw that in our younger kids' drinks before they go to bed? Would that help?
That's a great idea. So I take Suntheanine every single day. My kids take it every single day, and we use it as a general anti-stress. So that again, like I said before, so that you're having a sort of a day where you can roll with the punches that you go through, and so that you're not so stressed out and tense and anxious at the end of the day, where you're just a wired mess and you can't relax and fall asleep. That's one of the biggest problems. It's not so much staying asleep for people, it's falling asleep in the first place and lying there just letting your mind go and go and go. Theanine can really help. Dairy can really help. Avoiding big doses of sugar and caffeine before you go to bed can really help as well.